What's going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev2323. Today, I'm going to go ahead and go over installing a threshold. Low profile, heavy duty threshold. What it is we're actually getting a draft. Everything in the kitchen has been replaced except our back door. But we put the new floor down and we're getting a draft because this was taken up to put the new floor underneath it. See? So well, let me sweep all that out first. But this right here, we could use this one again, but there still is a draft coming from this old one. Our house is from 1910. So we're gonna remove this, and I could actually trace this on the new one, or I could back cut here to fit it in. So let's open it up and see what I got. This is the threshold right here by MD from Menards. It's like $18. But $18 would be a difference because, man, you feel a draft coming underneath that right now. Alright, this one's actually pretty cool because this actually got rubber on this right here that sits on the floor. Normally, actually, you caulk this right here and you caulk all around here. But this actually got rubber on both sides, so it sits on the floor. Now, this is the piece that snaps in here and what fills it up right here, see? This is a low profile one, but if you can see the old threshold, it's actually kind of big. It's kind of high. I can't even get it out of there. Let me see if I can get it up this way. So that's as thick as the old threshold is. So, and it's not caulked down or anything like this. So the other one actually will seal better, but I'm still going to caulk it. But this is so drafty right here, with just this board right here, but I am going to use this as a template. I'm going to put this down right here, and then I'm going to set this one over it right here, and with a hacksaw, I'm going to line this up right here, and with a hacksaw, I'm going to cut this right out right here, and cut this right out right here. And then I'm going to caulk with a bead of caulk in the side right here. And what that's going to do is it's going to go around the door frame right here. All this just to get through this winter, because this door probably ain't going to be put on until next springtime or summer, because this door is a special order door for the size of it. Alright, and when you do when you're cutting and marking the threshold, the bigger piece, the piece with these little ridges, are on the outside of the door, and then the shorter pieces on the inside of the door. So what I'm going to do right now is, I have a marker, don't laugh at me because it's pink, but I'm going to trace this right here, because this is what I'm going to cut out to fit on the same door. So this right here is going to be even, and then I'm going to trace this out right here, and then with a hacksaw we'll go cut it out. Alright, there's the marking right there on both sides, so I know it's the exact same size as the one that was in there. Granted, this is just aluminum, but make sure that you put your goggles on, because I actually have a friend that went to the ER to get a piece of metal extracted from his eye, and that was not fun. These are my fish down here. A lot of fish. But this is aluminum, so this is going to be actually pretty easy to cut. So I want to try to get you in the video. This is just a regular hacksaw with a regular hacksaw blade. Okay. Now, if this ain't too perfect, don't worry about it, because you're going to caulk it anyways. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the other side cut, and then we'll go back upstairs. Alright, there you go. Now, granted, I'm in my basement, but still, make sure you sweep all them little shards up, man. I'm so paranoid with the metal because even if you step on it, it'll go right in your foot. Look at, these are my Hawaiian gold tilapia just staring at me work. And then my squishy staring at me work. So let's go upstairs and dry fit this. Alright, now this weather stripping right here is going to get replaced anyways, because if you can see down there, my grandson peeled it all off. So if it doesn't fit in that corner, it's going to be alright. Alright, let me see what we got here. Actually, it's close enough for government standards right here. See, now this little bit right here is going to get caulked in with caulk. And normally you put a bead of caulk right here and a bead of caulk right here. But it got the little rubber gaskets underneath there, so that was pretty cool. See, it fits right in there and right in there. This whole new doorway is going to be brand new later, but I got to finish with this kitchen first. Alright, so now this got to get cut down right here, because this actually got to squeeze into these pieces right here. So let me line this and put this piece in right here. Alright, now with this right here, you see there's a little hump like that. You actually got to squeeze it in between here and here, really close together, in between here and here. I'm just doing this so I can cut the end of it. I wanted to fit before I cut the end of it, so you got to squeeze it in both of them, put it in one side and then pinch it to get it down in the other side, but it's almost impossible for me to do this. I don't know if you can see it right there. You got to be exactly where to leave me room on both ends to cut it to fit directly. Cut it to length there. Don't forget, like I says, we are going to caulk afterward also. Dry fit one more time before I put the screws in. There it goes right there. Close the door, make sure it fits, and then it gets screwed down. Oh no! It's too big on one side, so we gotta smash this down some. It's rubber, so it'll smash down. I'm gonna have to pop it back out, but I want to make sure I can close the door before I do all that. See? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So this little draft you're gonna get right here, you caulk that in right there. I bought aluminum caulk, and you caulk this in right here. So now what I have to do, see, perfect, pull the rubber back out, and then screw it in, and then caulk. Alright, believe it or not, this is really good in the other side, so I'm just gonna bend the rubber up like that, and then screw it down like this. Now there's actually a rubber bead on the bottom of this, but I'm going to clean this off really good, and I'm going to put a caulk bead because I'm used to caulking that in there anyways. So right now, they give you 3 screws with this. You put the 3 screws, and this actually stops your drafts from underneath your door really good. It's from 5/8 inch gaps to 3/4 inch gaps. Alright, well, I can't hold my screw gun and do this, so I'm going to just screw these right in right here. There's only 3 of them, and then I'm going to tuck this back down right here. But this is actually in there very good, so I'm not going to actually pull that out. But, so I'm going to, like I said, push this back and shoot 3 of these screws in. But make sure this is as pushed back to the door as possible. Okay, those are in there really good. So now I got to put the rubber piece back in here. But before I caulk, I'm going to replace this right here. Alright, well that's the end of that video right now. Like I said, all this little bit right here is going to get caulked. The little bit back there and the little bit right here is going to get caulked. This actually has a rubber strip underneath it, so it really doesn't need to be caulked. But I am going to go ahead and caulk that anyways. Now this right here, this house is 110 years old, so bear with me. But this right here, the weather stripping's bad. So this is gonna be the next video. You see the weather stripping right here? So I'm gonna pop all this off right here, and I bought another weather stripping. So check that video out next. Bye bye. All right, there you are, Bob's your uncle. I cocked the threshold where the draft was coming in. Believe it or not, right around here, I could have pushed it in a little bit more. But with the screws, I might unscrew it a little bit, then try to push it in. Or I might just leave it as it is for now, because it's not really that much of a draft, but I notice it, and I'm kind of a perfectionist here.